look at me. I am your friend, I'm your neighbor, someone you know. Remember me. I am the face of C&P, and I've got a vision of the future, a vision for the city, and the future of D.C.
And the future of D.C.
And the future of D.C.
And the future of D.C. A vision for you and for me.
The District of Columbia is the city behind the postcards. It's a city of communities, communities that are home to people from around the world. They live, work, and play in what has been called the most important city in the world. From tree-lined historic neighborhoods to streets teeming with life, the District of Columbia is a city where communities and community involvement is a way of life. This spirit, this drive to improve the city, can be felt in every aspect of our daily lives. It's part of our learning process. It watches over us and keeps us from harm. It provides guidance and a chance to explore the world around us. It's a life-giving force. It's the collective energy of people and organizations working together to create a better tomorrow. This kind of commitment calls on the resources of all members of our community. It requires a close working relationship between the city, civic and community organizations, health and welfare groups, the educational establishment, and more importantly, the business community. These local companies rely on the community for financial support, and because they do, it is the moral responsibility of these companies to return a portion of their resources to the people who make their financial well-being possible. These businesses must contribute to the quality of life found in the communities they serve. It's with these concerns in mind that the C&P Telephone Company has made its commitment to the people of the District of Columbia. It's a commitment based on our long-standing pledge to provide high-quality, affordable service to every corner of the city. For over 100 years, C&P has been responding to the needs of the community. Our reputation as both a provider of communication services and as a contributing member of the community has established us as a reliable and trusted friend. This deep-rooted, close working relationship with the city is the basis for our current corporate commitment to the community. As a partner in the city's development, C&P's corporate contributions have taken on a number of forms. We've provided financial support to organizations throughout the city. We've also provided a home for community groups through our donations of buildings and real estate. Surplus office equipment and supplies are also donated on an ongoing basis. But perhaps our most important contributions to the community come from our employees. They're the driving force behind everything we do. They work for the community because they're part of the community. They're people like you. They're your friends, your neighbors, or your relatives. They freely and without thought of reward give their personal time towards helping their community.
Yes, I feel that it's very important that C&P is involved in community activities because it's sort of giving back to the community some of its gains and profits.
As a C&P employee, and more importantly, as a person who lives in this community, I feel it's our responsibility to put some of what we earn back into the community.
The benefits I get out of working with events like this, especially the Special Olympics, is the joy of seeing those kids, even though they're handicapped or have disabilities, they get just as much thrill out of competing as if they had no handicaps at all. And I think the joy I get out of seeing them crossing the finish line with a smile on their face.
I contribute my time to projects like Hospital for Sick Children, basically because I believe in helping in the community. This is the community in which I live in, and I believe in making the most out of this community. The children in this hospital are very important to me, and with children of my own, I feel that I have to be a part of this activity.
It's important to me as a DuPont Spanish Community Relations team member and chairperson of the Spanish Committee to be involved in community activities because I grew up in this neighborhood and I know the language and I can help in the needs of the community.
These people and more are part of C&P's community relations teams. Their job is to help the company identify and respond to the needs of the community. They also relay community concerns to the company and, when necessary, convey company concerns to the public. Working together, they and other community-based organizations have turned ideas into reality. These joint efforts have helped give the city such services as drug and alcohol rehabilitation centers, parks and museums, as well as community centers. These team efforts have benefited the community, the sponsoring company, and most importantly, the nonprofit organizations themselves.
A good partnership between our organization and the business community would be comprised of some of the followings. Number one, of course, is knowledge of the center. Number two, the commitment by the businesses to put back into the community some of the proceeds that they get. Many of our business persons do not live in the community, so the tendency and the old cliche is that you take everything out and you leave nothing. A business who wants to really survive and be a part of a total community and its people would indeed put some of its resources back in. One of the things that I can say is that for the most part, our business people have been very, very resourceful and very cooperative when we have come to them and sought their assistance.
The general business community assisted Crispus Attucks in becoming a reality by emulating the example set by the C&P Telephone Company. In '76, the C&P Telephone Company challenged this community to find a way to operate and renovate this warehouse if they did want to create a cultural center. The C&P Telephone Company's challenge was met by the community with the assistance of the George Hyman Construction Company and other private sector individuals. The D.C. government also assisted us, making a total wholesome partnership in creating the Crispus Attucks Museum. This partnership and this type of partnership, we hope, will be emulated by other community organizations within the District of Columbia in the future.
I think that the key ingredient in making a partnership that works between a nonprofit organization like ours, a voluntary group, and a corporation is quid pro quo. In other words, there needs to be something given and taken on both sides, and I think that's often overlooked. A nonprofit organization has a lot to offer a corporation. In our case, we've offered a lot as far as technical assistance and education and various things. As far as C&P is concerned, they have been very generous and very helpful to us as an organization. I think it's been a good partnership with both feeling they've given a lot and they also each feel that they've received a lot.
C&P is proud of its community involvement and will continue to support similar efforts despite recent changes that have occurred within our company and the telecommunications industry itself. These changes have actually strengthened our ties to the community because they permit us to enter areas of work not traditionally open to our company. Our ability to successfully incorporate these new areas of work into our current range of services will depend a great deal on the strength of our relationship with the community. A strong working relationship and a solid commitment to the community will help give us the opportunity to put our collective knowledge and years of experience to work for the city. Our traditional role of providing efficient, affordable service will not be neglected as we enter today's competitive communications marketplace. Working together in an urban partnership will be mutually beneficial to the city and to the business community. Together, we're building a brighter future. It's a future increasingly dependent on an efficient and well-maintained communications network. Providers of this network must be technically capable and morally responsible because the complex communications network of the future will become an integral part of all of our daily lives. By working together as urban partners, the District of Columbia and the business community can build a future that will give new meaning to an old friendship.
We are neighbors, we are friends, partners in the city.
Urban partners we can be.
Hey, believe in us, we are the faces of DC. And we've got a vision